I just wanted to quickly share with you why it is that I began my fitness journey. Graduated from college 2 years after I started working at JP Morgan Chase, I had my first job. And, I had enough money saved to start a family. I got pregnant with my first child, and I found out that I was a gestational diabetic and I also had preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is basically high blood pressure for a pregnant woman, and it can increase your risk of losing your child, and also it could endanger your health in general. So basically, I found out at 24 weeks that I was gestational diabetic, and initially they wanted me to take insulin. However, I was placed on a very strict diet where I had to calculate my caloric intake and count the calories, and they cut me down to just using pills. I took glyburide. Um, I was very, very devastated, and I actually felt horrible to have to give my child medicine while I was pregnant, but I knew that it would benefit them, and that if I didn't take it, it would have like reverse effect. And then at 36 weeks pregnant, I found out that I was preeclamptic, and they rushed me to the emergency room, and they checked my pressure, and they actually induced my labor, and I had my child early. During my pregnancy, while I was giving birth, they also administered medicine to keep me from having a seizure and losing my child. It was a really traumatic experience because I don't believe in taking medicine when you are pregnant unless it's really, really detrimental to your health, which it was. So I didn't really have a choice. After I gave birth, I had to leave my baby in the NICU, the neonatal intensive care unit, and they tried to release him from the hospital, and they wanted him to stay to monitor him because he had different problems that were caused due to my gestational diabetes. I was really devastated. I begged them to let me stay longer. They gave me about 2 days more, but I had to leave ultimately. And I would literally sit by his bedside in the little incubator and watch him, and it was just really, really devastating. Like the moment that I had him, they took him, and I didn't see him until about 24 hours later. Imagine carrying a child for 9 months and then not being able to see him due to a health problem that you had, and he had to now be treated. And although I didn't have preeclampsia with my second child, I also had gestational diabetes. So seeing the effects that poor nutrition has on your body and your child truly opened up my eyes, and it opened my world to clean eating. I created a accountability group on Instagram to keep myself accountable for fitness and clean eating. And my coach discovered me, and I joined her clean eating group. And ever since then, my entire life changed. I feel like I was such a inspiration to the people in the group, and they inspired me as well. And that's when I became a coach because I knew I had to pay it forward. It's the greatest decision that I've ever made.